गाइस, मैं आज आप लोगों के लिए मैकबेथ एक्ट 5 की समरी लेकर आई हूँ। एक्ट 5 सीन 1। एट नाइट इन द किंग्स पैलेस एट Dunsinane, a doctor and a gentlewoman discuss Lady Macbeth's strange habit of sleepwalking. Suddenly, Lady Macbeth enters in a trance with a candle in her hand, bemoaning the murders of Lady Macduff and Banquo. She seems to see blood on her hands and claims that nothing will ever wash it off. She leaves the doctor and gentlewoman marvel at her descent into madness. Act 5, Scene 2. Outside the castle, a group of Scottish lords discusses the military situation. The English army approaches, led by Malcolm, and the Scottish army will meet them near Birman Wood, apparently to join forces with them. The tyrant, as Lennox and the other lords call Macbeth, has fortified Dunsinane Castle and is making his military preparations in a mad rage. Act 5, Scene 3. Macbeth strides into the hall of Dunsinane with the doctor and his attendants, boasting proudly that he has nothing to fear from the English army or from Malcolm, since none of women born can harm him, and since he will rule securely till Birnam would remove to Dunsinane. He calls his servant Satan, who confirms that an army of 10,000 Englishmen approaches the castle. Macbeth insists upon wearing his armor, though the battle is still some time off. The doctor tells the king that Lady Macbeth is kept from rest by thick coming fancies, and Macbeth orders him to cure her of her delusions. Act 5, Scene 4. In the country near Birnam Wood, Malcolm talks with the English Lord Seward and his officers about Macbeth's plan to defend the fortified castle. They decide that each soldier should cut down a bough of the forest and carry it in front of him as they march to the castle, thereby disguising their numbers. Act 5, Scene 5. Within the castle, Macbeth blusteringly orders that banners be hung and boasts that his castle will repel the enemy. A woman's cry is heard, and Satan appears to tell Macbeth that the queen is dead. Shocked, Macbeth speaks numbly about the passage of time and declares famously that life is a tale or told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, or signifying nothing. A messenger enters with astonishing news. The trees of Birnam Wood are advancing toward Dunsinane. Enraged and terrified, Macbeth recalls the prophecy that said he could not die till Birnam Wood moved to Dunsinane. Resignedly, he declares that he is tired of the sun and that at least he will die fighting. Act 5, Scene 6. Outside the castle, the battle commences. Malcolm orders the English soldiers to throw down their bows and draw their swords. Act 5, Scene 7. On the battlefield, Macbeth strikes those around him vigorously, insolent because no man born of woman can harm him. He slays Lord Seward's son and disappears in the fray. Macduff emerges and searches the chaos frantically for Macbeth, whom he longs to cut down personally. He dives again into the battle. Act 5, Scene 8. Elsewhere on the battlefield, Macbeth at last encounters Macduff. They fight, and when Macbeth insists that he is invincible because of the witch's prophecy, Macduff tells Macbeth that he was not of woman born, but rather from his mother's womb or untimely rape. Macbeth suddenly fears for his life, but he declares that he will not surrender. kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rebels' curse, they exit fighting. Malcolm and Seward walk together in the castle, which they have now effectively captured. Rose tells Seward that his son is dead. Macduff emerges with Macbeth's head in his hand and proclaims Malcolm King of Scotland. Malcolm declares that all his thanes will be made earls according to the English system of peerage. They will be the first such lords in Scottish history, cursing Macbeth and his friend like Queen. Malcolm calls all those around him his friends and invites them all to see him crowned at Scone.